What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In this video, guys, we're going to be getting into weapon and armor mods. Pretty much a mini series. This video specifically is going to be focused around counterbalance mod, kinetic counterbalance weapon mod, energy weapon counterbalance mod. So if you guys have been around in the channel for a while, you guys know that the one perk that I used to like on Destiny 1 weapons was counterbalance. If I could get it on every gun, I would have. Well, in Destiny 2, you can now, because that perk does not go on weapons, but it goes on your armor pieces. For Titans, it goes on your chest piece. For Warlocks, it goes on your chest piece. And Hunters, it goes on your chest piece. The second place you can put those perks are pretty much, your Hunter Cloak, your Titan Sash, and your Warlock Bond. Getting into where you get these mods. You pretty much get these mods from opening up bright engrams or, buying them from the gunsmith. I recommend that, there's certain loadouts you can use, but if you're going to do anything, guys, pair them up together. What that means is, if you're running a certain weapon like the Scatlock here, it's very difficult to control by itself. It's an auto rifle. It's kinetic. I recommend if you're going to run a weapon like that, knowing that I can control the scout rifle as my secondary, you would want to run something that has two kinetic counterbalance mods. So you put those onto your, your chest and your cloak and, counterbalance. I'm going to get more into it in video, guys. It's a pretty long video, but only because I was able to test several archetypes of weapons, several different types of weapons. So, like I said, for a weapon like the Scatlock, you're going to want to run, two counterbalance mods on it because the recoil is a little bit severe on it. It's a lot worse than other weapons. But you don't really need it much for a scout rifle. Can be used for a scout rifle, but you don't need it as much. Get into other weapons, Uriel's Gift. For those of you out there who like using Uriel's Gift, you can run two energy weapon counterbalance mods on it, and the recoil would be a whole lot better. It would give you the ability to run high caliber rounds on it and still have a better recoil, or just as good as if you weren't running high caliber rounds. Going into the first weapon, we're looking at the Disrespectful Stare. The first scene is no counterbalance mods on it. As you can tell, it kind of drifts off to the right. So not too bad. You can tell the spread is a little not as nice as you want it to be. A little off to the right. Looking at one counterbalance mod next, and it kind of cleans it up a bit, but still the spread is, recoil is up and down, which is normal for a Hawkeye weapon, but it's still not what you're looking for. Going into two counterbalance mods next, and you'll notice how it cleans up a lot. Look at that. Almost no spread to the left or right, and it's a lot cleaner. Getting into the second weapon, the Lincoln Green. For those of you out there know, that weapon is all over the place. Look at this. No counterbalance mods. And just look how it drifts off to the right. So like I said, guys, these counterbalance mods can be stacked. This is one counterbalance mod right here, and it cleans it up a lot. So if you're able to control the recoil at one counterbalance mod like that, I recommend, only using one. But if you still feel like, man, Brave, I still need help with it. Look at that. That's two counterbalance mods right there for that Lincoln Green. And look how the recoil is being controlled now. So for those of you out there wondering, well, Brave, that one right there is going to be the Vigilance Wing. Look at that. If you fire that at the optimal time right there, or as fast as you can fire it, look how terrible that spread is right there. Look how it drifts off to the right. With one counterbalance mod, look how much you fixed that. Still drifts a tad bit, but still, it's a whole lot cleaner than before. That's two counterbalance mods. You have a tighter spread, and it's not so spread out. You're not drifting off so much to the right. The Scatlock, look at that, no counterbalance mods, and look how far it drifts off. It's bad. One counterbalance mod, and you already fixed it with just one counterbalance mod. Looking at two, I still feel as if two, it's not necessary to have two on this weapon. The spread, the recoil and the spread, everything's a little bit closer together, which is good. So that's the Mida multi-tool, guys, and as you can tell, it drifts off to the right. For those of you who like using the Mida, especially right now in this meta, that's kind of bad right there to have that recoil. But one counterbalance mod, and it's fixed. Do I recommend using a counterbalance mod with the Mida weapons? Obviously, yes. Hands down, look at this. Two counterbalance mods on a Mida, and you have a very, very good recoil that's going to allow you to get more headshots. And that's what I'm going to say next, guys. The reason you would run counterbalance mods is if you're having a difficult time landing headshots, controlling recoil, then this is necessary. This is something for you. I recommend you guys go out there, and if you do use it, getting the most out of it, which would pretty much be, what are you going to want to worry about? Fixing your recoil direction so you can land more headshots, or focus on getting the headshots because you can focus on the headshots because you have recoil direction down because of the counterbalance mods. It's going to be easier to focus on headshots than trying to be like, man, I have to correct the scat lock. It's going up and right, up and to the right, up and to the right, which isn't necessary, you know. So me personally, I usually run counterbalance mods on most of my gear, most of my chest pieces and cloaks. So I recommend if you guys do get them on a certain type of armor piece, or you guys want them on a certain armor piece, make sure they're legendary pieces and make sure they're pieces that you're going to keep. Make sure they're pieces that you guys are going to make the most out of. Not a blue armor piece or an armor piece you're eventually going to infuse later. Then don't waste your mods on it, especially if they end up being legendary. They give you that +5 armor. So I recommend you guys, if you guys have certain loadouts, I have a PvP loadout. I have a PvP trials loadout. I have a PvP, kinetic counterbalance mod loadout. I have a PvP kinetic energy weapon counterbalance loadout. So I recommend you guys have certain loadouts. That's just me personally. I give you guys my opinion on that one. I hope you found this video helpful, guys. I know it's a longer video than normal. The next video I should have is about grenades. I should be out in a day or two, but I wanted to get this one out only because it's going to be necessary for trials. So other than that, guys, it brings us to the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to drop a like, a subscribe. Subscribe if you guys found this video helpful. If you're new to the channel, welcome to the Hero Squad. We have great videos like this. I stream all the time, so if you guys want, I'm probably going to be streaming all day Saturday. Stop by. Other than that, guys, I will see you in the Crucible.